Time to release the rooftop. There we go. Okay. Perfect. All right. Good. Perfect. It's a perfect scenery right here. That's what I'm talking about. I love this right here. Under nature in itself. Look at that right there. The trees, the skies, the mountains, and the clouds. Perfect example of what life should be like. Every day. All right, everybody. This is Poncho Blazin ATM, aka Reverend Joseph James Holland, at your service. And hello, hi everybody, welcome in. I'm the social media and YouTube legend and future first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized, staying saved, living right, doing God's will, and keeping heaven my home. And I want to welcome everybody, and somebody say everybody, I mean everybody, to this live stream. Whether you're tuning in to the live stream and or previous recording, I'm so excited to see everybody tune in from all around the world at this time. No matter what race, what culture, what religion, what background you come from, I'm so excited on seeing everybody tune in at this time. And to all the Facebook live chat that are currently tuning in, be sure as you're coming into the comment section below to let me know how old you are and where you're from. That way we can shout you out properly. But if you already know me and I already know you, then you don't have to do that. But this is Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM episode 32. We're on the 32nd episode of Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM. And thank you all for rocking with me on Facebook Live for 32 episodes. Can you believe we made 32 episodes of Facebook Live? And we still counting, and we still going. And on that note, I want to let you all know that this Saturday, my brother, Hunter Holland, on June 27th, 2026, him and his fiancée of 9 years, Hannah Edwards, will officially be getting married. This Saturday, June 27th, 2026, in Williamsburg, Kentucky, at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And congrats to both of them. I'm super proud and very happy for both of them, very much. On 9 years of being together and still rocking with each other and still going. Hardly anymore will you see people be committed in serious relationships, let alone marriage. It's one thing to be committed to a relationship and to work on it, but to be committed in a marriage, it takes both parties. And we're super proud of both of them, not only for taking the steps in being in a relationship, but now taking the steps in being in marriage. And I can't wait to see what their future is going to be like, and we're looking forward to it. And also, I want to say happy birthday to my beautiful baby girl, my beautiful baby mama, my beautiful love, and Stacy Whitehead of Tri-City, Kentucky, of Cumberland, Kentucky. Stacy Whitehead, I know you're watching and listening around the world, and I'll be giving you a birthday shout-out video here in a little bit. But happy birthday to you, baby girl, beautiful love. I hope that you enjoy your birthday, and I hope that your birthday goes very well. I'm super proud of all that you've done, and for you growing up to the beautiful young woman that you've become. I'm super proud of you very much. Don't forget that the NBA 2026 draft is continuing today. So the NBA 2026 draft continues tonight with the second round. I believe the first round took place as of last night, and so the second round is officially taking place tonight. We'll see who all gets drafted. But with the breaking news that we have, it looks like that Giannis Antetokounmpo will be joining the Miami Heat. So Giannis Antetokounmpo is officially joining the Miami Heat. I never thought, first of all, that he'd lead the Milwaukee Bucks, rather. I always thought that he'd be committed to the Milwaukee Bucks. But it was time for him for a change, I'm assuming. And what better way to have a great change than the city of Miami and with the Miami Heat? Their legacy has provided so many great players over the years and great coaches. From Alonzo Mourning to Shaquille O'Neal to Gary Payton to Dwayne Wade, Udonis Haslem, LeBron James, Lamar Odom. Just a sea of names. And Jimmy Butler. And the Miami Heat has a huge legacy. And with 3 titles on their belt in 2006, 2012, 2013, they might be chasing another one with Giannis Antetokounmpo. It just depends on what right pieces they have with him. And the FIFA World Cup 2026 is taking place. So I believe the FIFA World Cup Championship 2026 is taking place. I'm not for sure officially who's all in it, but be sure to catch up with all their news and breaking updates to figure out on who's in it and what the matchup will be officially. But just here on Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM, it's all about CEC, connecting, engaging, and communicating. We connect, engage, and communicate with people all around the world. And I'm not going to be the public figure and celebrity that makes you shake my hand for $600, $700. I'm not going to have security and bodyguards all around me. Although someday I will have security and bodyguards all around me. Just depends on how blessed I truly am. And all autographs that I sign for you, taking pictures and photos with you, fans all around the world, and meeting and greeting with you, all fans around the world, is absolutely free. And why is that? Because I want to get to know everybody, and I mean everybody, all of my fans on a personal level. And we as public figures and celebrities, we don't hardly have time to connect with all of our fans. And we're not meant to connect with all of our fans around the world. And I get it with public figures and celebrities, you got to be watchful and careful. Hey, I'm one myself, so I'm definitely watchful and careful all the time. But on that note, without you fans, there will be no superstars, no icons, no legends like myself and future first ballot Hall of Famers. There would be no megastars without you fans supporting us every single day in everything that we do. Whether it's sports, whether it's music, excuse me, whether it's church, whatever the case may be. We appreciate all fans around the world. If nobody appreciates you fans, then I definitely appreciate you fans all around the whole world. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I want to be a public figure and celebrity that did his best to reach out to all my fans around the world. I know that sometimes that even I be busy a lot of times. I've got to do a better job of connecting with all my fans. I've got to do a better job myself. And I'm talking to myself today too. I've got to do a better job to see how you all are doing. And see how you all connected with me. Because I know sometimes that I be busy myself too. But that's the reason why that we have Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM. So that way, this is your time and your opportunity to connect with me. And if you're on TikTok or YouTube, you also can connect with me. I want everybody that's able to connect with me. And I know that everybody's not going to connect with me. I get that. We all know that we're all not going to connect as public figures and celebrities. But while we get a chance, we've got to connect with one another while we can. And I just want to say to all fans around the world, whether you're on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Google, Clapper, X, OnlyFans, whatever social media site you're on, whatever TV site you're on, whatever you are doing, I appreciate all fans around the world. Honestly, you all are some of the best fans ever in the entire world. And I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for always rocking with me in my celebration of music for 15 years back in April 18th of this year, 2026, to my 10th year anniversary in Legion Beats on June 16th of 2026, and to my up-and-coming anniversaries coming up in the ministry and in salvation. I appreciate all of y'all for rocking me into everything that I do. And we got Matt Clay in the building. Matt Clay, it's so good to see you. Thank you for tuning in to Facebook Live chat. I appreciate you always tuning in and rocking with me very much. And you all been asking about the PNP podcast with Mom and myself. Originally, 3 years ago, we were supposed to start that, but we've not had a chance to yet. But before we continue, let me show you this real quick. And in Putney, Kentucky, coming up to the left, is going to be the future Global Force Records GFR Incorporated building. So it's going to be the future GFR Incorporated building. In the name of Jesus, I proclaim it and I speak it in Putney, Kentucky, in the name of Jesus. The trees, the mountains, the skies, and the clouds. If this is not a great example of God's creation, then I don't know what is. But with the PNP podcast supposed to start 3 years ago, we've not had an opportunity to, because a lot of sickness and everything has been taking place since then. But as soon as we have an update on that, we are going to officially let you know. And my mama will be the host, Prophetess Princess Holland, and I'll be the co-host. And it will be live streamed. Those episodes will be on her Facebook page, and they'll be live streamed on my YouTube page. And we'll give you further information on that as time goes. But our topics for today concern about the 25th year anniversary of the invasion that took place in the WWE, back previously known as the World Wrestling Federation, the WWF. But 25 years ago, the invasion took place. Now, before we get into that, WCW and ECW 25 years ago shut their doors down. ECW went bankrupt. ECW's last pay-per-view was January 7th, 2001, I believe. It was guilty as charged. And Rhino became the last ECW World Heavyweight Champion. And ever since then, ECW had to go bankrupt and could no longer have their show and pay-per-views. And then WCW went out of business on March 26, 2001. Eric Bischoff, that previous night on Monday Nitro, announced that every title would be on the line, including the US WCW title and the WCW World Championship of Booker T versus Scott Steiner. And Booker T ended up winning the match and became the last WCW World Heavyweight Champion in history in that company. And then we all know the story of Vince McMahon Jr., Vince Kenny McMahon Jr., Mr. McMahon buying WCW from Ted Turner. Ted Turner sold his stock and sold it to Vince McMahon. And we all know the rest is history. And speaking of history, one of my greatest all-time friends and beautiful loves in history. Hey Samantha, I see you, Samantha Sexton. It is so great to always see you. Always great to see you. Knowing you for 30 plus years, hey, that's a true blessing, Samantha. I always appreciate you rocking with me every single day. Thank you, baby girl, baby love, baby mama. Beautiful. It's so good to see you, Samantha. I always appreciate you. And you already know that I got a crush on you, Samantha. Already know. But I'm so proud of you for the progress that you've done and continue to do. And you keep on going forward, Samantha. But that brings me to the invasion of the World Wrestling Federation. Starting in June of 2001, WCW was invading the WWF rather. And we've seen superstars after superstars come and invade the WWF. And then a month later, July 2nd rather, ECW came in the picture. Now before I get into that, let me show you the Harlan County High School. And Principal Mrs. Napier is our principal here. And we're going past the Harlan County baseball and softball field. And ladies and gentlemen, if you ever visit Harlan County, Kentucky, please visit Harlan County High School in Baxter, Kentucky. 18 years of history. One of the greatest high schools ever in history. If you walk in it, you will think it'd be a college. But one day we're going to go through and actually drive through the high school. And we're going to see everything. But that black bear paw print is great, y'all. Look at that. And like I said, with the trees, the skies, the mountains, and the clouds, this is what life is all about. Living. It's a very beautiful day outside. It is beautiful out here. And on top of that, we've got William Brighton in the house. The new married man, William Brighton. Congratulations, William Brighton, on your marriage. And I wish you nothing but the best in the near future. And we're still praying for you and your family overall, that all health will be better for you all, and all recoveries will be better for you all. But my brother, William Brighton, it's so good to see you, and I appreciate you tuning in once again so much. And this brings me to my next topic, in the Alliance versus the WWF. Now, you must be asking who the Alliance was. Well, the Alliance was WCW and ECW. At the time, WCW was bought and purchased by Shane McMahon, and Paul Heyman was still the owner of ECW. WCW and ECW both recognized that individually they could not compete and beat the WWF. But maybe, just maybe, if they could combine together and join forces, just maybe they could defeat the WWF. And they brought the competition to the WWF. WCW and ECW did. I mean, WWF got hit hard in the summer of 2001. And with The Rock returning, it made things a lot interesting. If The Rock would have joined the Alliance, ooh, that would have been something right there. But I'm thankful that The Rock came back to the WWF. But the Alliance and WWF storyline took place for the next 4 months. Now, we all know what happened. A lot of superstars switched over to the Alliance. A lot switched over to the WWF. In the end, in November 18th of 2001, Survivor Series, it was a 10-man match to determine who will win it all and save their company. It was Team WWF, led by The Rock, versus the Alliance, led by Stone Cold Steve Austin. And in the end, Kurt Angle was the one who saved the Alliance when he helped The Rock defeat Stone Cold Steve Austin. Could you imagine if the Alliance would have won, WCW and ECW, how the companies would have been today? That would have been something right there. And that brings me to my final topic of the day, of the post-war era in the WWF. The post-war era took place from March 26, 2001, all the way until May 2002. During this time, we've seen a lot of moments and memories, from Brock Lesnar making his debut, Randy Orton making his debut. We never thought we'd see the NWO in the WWF, but they came. We never thought we'd see The Rock versus Hollywood Hulk Hogan, but we saw that match. We never thought we'd see Stone Cold versus Scott Hall. We seen that. Chris Jericho becoming the first ever undisputed WWF champion. Ric Flair becoming a co-owner of the WWF with Vince McMahon. Shane McMahon buying and purchasing WCW. The Alliance coming together, WCW and ECW. Stephanie McMahon Hemsley owning ECW. The late great Chris Benoit being injured with a neck injury. Triple H tearing his quad. Could you imagine if Triple H, the late great Chris Benoit, Goldberg, Lex Luger, Sting, the NWO, Rikishi, could you imagine Val Venus, Goldust, if they would have been a part of the storyline? That would have been something to watch right there. But the post-war era in the WWF at that time made a lot of memories and moments. And what a time to watch pro wrestling during that time, especially. And with that, we are getting ready to come to an end. But I want to thank everybody that's tuned in to the Facebook live chat, from the likes of Matt Clay to my beautiful baby love, my baby girl, baby mama, and Samantha Sexton. Hold on a second, y'all. The Harlem Bridge and the Harlem football field and baseball field in Harlem, Kentucky. That is where it's at. And we're going past and seeing the trees, mountains, skies, and clouds. Hey, beautiful and Samantha Sexton. I see you, baby girl, baby mama, baby love. Beautiful. I always appreciate you very much. And to my brother-in-arms, William Brighton, the new married man. I know you feeling really good, William Brighton, honestly. And I know being married is a huge step. I don't have no experience or no knowledge of that. But I definitely wish you nothing but the very best, William Brighton. And be sure you say hello to your family for me, and Sierra Brighton. Well, Sierra Dunsmore, Zach Dunsmore, and Tiffany, and your parents. Samantha, be sure you say hello to your family also. And Matt Clay, be sure you say hello to your family also, brother. And to everybody that's tuned into the Facebook live chat, I appreciate you all very, very much. And to everybody that's tuned into the live stream and or previous recording, I thank you all so much for tuning in also. And be sure to follow me on Facebook and my regular page and Joseph James Holland. And follow me on Facebook fan page and Poncho Blazin ATM, where you can only subscribe to me for just 99 cents. And follow me on Google, TikTok, and Instagram. Follow my mama, Prophetess Princess Holland, at Prophetess Princess Holland Vivo on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. And follow us at One Way Ministries and Global Force Records GFR Incorporated's YouTube and Facebook pages. And about this, tomorrow we may have a church service at One Way Ministries in Lynch, Kentucky, and also Global Force Records GFR Incorporated's 2026 Music Fest Independence Day may take place. If both of these events happen, we will officially let you know. There'll be a live stream on YouTube and Facebook, so be on the lookout for those. And don't forget the Harlem 2026 Summer Fest concert is taking place throughout this month and next month. Be sure to be on the lookout for those. But everybody, keep blazing. Always have God in your life no matter what. And I'm signing out as of right now. And I'll see you all next time.